Meet Alfonso Reyes.
We're here at Alcazar Gym, helping kids.
You know the girls that'll do that to you, right?
It's not every day a dad can teach his daughter how to box.
It's inspirational.
This father-daughter bond Reyes and his daughter Valerie formed in the gym, priceless. Valerie's been boxing for over a year inside this gym that keeps kids off the streets, including the youngest member of the gym, 8-year-old Merced Garcia. Garcia's goal?
Winning Golden Gloves.
Children like Merced Garcia remind Alfonso Reyes of where he came from. Reyes won the Golden Gloves several times, but he lost his glory to drugs and he ended up in prison.
I have a syringe, which was my drug of choice. When I'm doing drugs, they don't want nothing to do with me. I become a different person. My children know that.
Reyes was released from prison in 1996, but quickly went back to drugs. Like a lot of former champs with trophies and all, he tried to step back in the ring.
You don't train proper, get your rest, you're going to be a punching bag for the next person.
The sport Reyes loved so much at the time couldn't love him back. It wasn't until his own daughter started boxing he turned his life around.
We have a relationship now, and before that we didn't. We would never see each other.
Now drug-free, Reyes is a role model for his children, instilling discipline in them.
I'm glad that my kids learned from my mistakes.
So when Tamara and her mother couldn't log into the online classes on their computer, they logged into email and contacted CBS Atlanta News for help.
The state calls it a cost-saving measure, but all the cuts are causing a domino effect. Slashing pharmacy fees could put smaller pharmacies out of business, with patient care the next domino to fall.
Some state officials would like to make it mandatory that every daycare worker in Georgia actually do a federal fingerprint background check like this. That would allow them to determine if this person has a criminal history, not only here in Georgia, but also nationwide.
We're trying to make a statement here.
When we think of graffiti or tagging, this is what many of us think about.
There's the stereotype that anybody with a spray can's a tagger. It's so not true. I can't write my name like this. I just paint images.
But true or not, it is reality for some neighborhoods in San Antonio. And that is the stereotype that Nick Supe, better known as Soup, and Carlos Lopez, who goes by CN, want to change.
Hey, quick, CN, do like a little fancy write-up over here. What's the kid thinking?
They are two of the best graffiti artists in San Antonio, and it wasn't easy to get to them. But they agreed to our news camera because they want to change what hearts and minds think about graffiti.
I feel like I've painted with some people like I'd never hang out with if it wasn't for paint.
Literally, one spray can at a time.
There's a lot of kids that they want to be cool, they want to get up, and they go tagging, trying to leave their name all over the place. And what they forget sometimes is that it's a representation of themselves. And I don't know if tagging a dumpster is the best way to get themselves across.
Cian, who came from Chicago, says he was lucky to get off the streets.
As I grew up, starting off as, a tagger, the only thing that drove me to become a better artist was when I realized that I was in a whole different league.
And this is what Cian and Soup are talking about, taking art born on the streets to a level that inspires others to follow.
It doesn't always have to be a dark, dreary, ugly, weird world. And to be honest, it's more for me than anything. This is my medication. This is where I escape.
There you go, CN.
And this is my therapy.
And what does it take to go from the streets to this graffiti artwork? To some, it may be a lifetime, but to others, they say, it's waiting for that one opportunity that may come along. Soup, we're talking about kids, working with them, being role models. How do you take a kid who's out on the street, maybe tonight, doing that, and bringing him into this?
Some kids, hate to say it, are lost. But some kids have a real talent and they just need somebody to show a little bit of interest.
And to show they care, these graffiti artists are inviting kids to get off the street and meet with them through local get-to-know-the-artist workshops.
You don't have to be a tagger to be cool. You could paint. That's what I do for a living. I paint. And I'm trying to show other people, it's like, man, if a space cadet dreadlock cat like me could go out there and have some fun with it, there's no reason why they shouldn't be able to.
Patricio Espinosa, News 4 WOAI.
That organization is called Safe Kids Cobb County, and they set up in the parking lot of a local grocery store to remind parents about car seats and car seat safety, but more importantly, about not leaving a child alone in a hot car.
The governor said this announcement puts our recession in the rearview mirror and will help drive our economy in Metro Atlanta and provide a big boost to Roswell.
The main thing they stress is to make sure you don't forget your child and do whatever you need to remember that. Like, say, putting your work bag in the back with the child car seat. Another woman says that she actually takes off her shoe and puts it back there with the car seat, and when she makes it to work, she won't forget because she has to get her shoe on again.
Hi, my name is Ethan. I'm 4. And I know you haven't met me, but welcome to my house.
Every morning, Ethan and his mom, Delinda Hijazi, have breakfast and watch San Antonio Living on News 4 WOAI.
I like the news, the weather.
A few weeks ago, he saw one of our stories about Food for SA, how people are collecting to help the food bank.
Hey, we can do that.
He said, well, I have a shopping cart, and we could ask people to put food in our shopping cart, and then we can give it to them.
So all month, he's been out collecting food.
Hi, my name is Ethan. Would you like to donate a can for the food bank?
Yes, it's a great idea. I'll be right back. What do you need specifically, like?
Any kind.
Any kind? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm proud of him.
Thank you.
There you go.
I like helping.
He goes all over his neighborhood in Selma. How many streets at a time? That's right. House to house.
We're gonna try that one over there.
Over and over.
Hi, my name is Ethan. Would you like to donate a can for the food bank?
Until his little shopping cart is full.
Thank you. Welcome. I'll tell Mommy I want to go home because I'm tired.
Or until his feet hurt.
What does Mommy tell you when we're done collecting cans?
Say good job.
But Ethan doesn't stop for long.
I thought you said where we're going now.
Just enough for a little break.
Let's go.
Then he's back out collecting more cans. More Food for SA. And here is our superstar right now. High five, buddy. That was awesome. Ethan, thank you so much. We're so excited to have his parents here as well with us. Thank you for being here. And Eric Cooper, the executive director of the San Antonio Food Bank. Eric, how about Ethan? He's awesome.
Well, Ethan, just above here, it came over and ripped the power lines across. These are actually live power lines that you're taking a look at. Then as we move to the right a little bit to the Whataburger on the corner, look at the roof here. Completely torn off. In fact, some of the pieces are still yet to be found out here. Bots, follow me over here. Look, it's completely pushed over. Completely pushed over. That's how strong the winds were. Just completely knocked this sign all the way to the ground.
The camera guy, if he can hear me, I don't know who the photographer is out there. Can you pan back a little bit? Okay, look at those clouds. Look right over the trees in the center of your screen.
Very important information. We're live right now in a boat on Lake Allatoona.
And it's really like fingers, again, trying to reach down towards the earth.
That helicopter we are looking at, as you can see here, it is dropping buckets of water on those hot spots.
There's a big hole in the third apartment downstairs. It's horrible. It's just bad. It's real bad.
I will talk more about the damages. Why don't you take a look inside here? Yeah, Terry, explain to me what we're taking a look at, the pool tables.
Some tenants are actually starting collections by the bagful. Take a look at this. This guy was caught early this morning.
And Mr. Pedales can't even keep dishes inside his kitchen cabinets. He has to store them inside his refrigerator to keep the roaches away.
It's pretty dark out here. In fact, if we turn some of our camera lights off, you'll just see how dark it is. That street light that you're seeing is the only thing that's lighting up this part of the block.
And once the person is arrested, he or she will be placed in this holding cell. And if they don't pay up, they will be taken to the Guadalupe County Jail.